Off the coast of Abu Dhabi, an extraordinary structure has risen out of the sand. United Arab Emirates, in conjunction with the world-famous Louvre, has created a breathtaking new art museum. Not in France, but here in the heat of the Middle East. Heat wasn't the only stress on construction manager Shihab Taha. It was also the schedule. He needs progress now.
We need to install these base plates on which the spreader beams will sit.
This is the story of the construction of the Louvre Abu Dhabi and the challenges faced by its makers.
I have to remove this one.
The building's most dominating feature is a massive 7,000-ton dome.
Abu Dhabi has never shied away from developing great feats. And this is one of the great feats that they've developed over the last 20 years.
The daring design has the cluster of gallery buildings seemingly floating above the sea, shielded from the blazing Gulf sun under a spectacular, massive dome. Louvre Abu Dhabi is a name that combines two cultures, offering an opportunity to learn about world and Arab civilizations. But if this is to become the world's greatest exhibition space, there are huge hurdles to overcome. This is a harsh, humid climate, where summer temperatures approach 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Jean Nouvel wants his giant dome precariously supported by only a few piers. Can the structural engineers design a solution that makes that possible?
And then we worked out how we're going to plug that octagon.
We've got to somehow make that work and make it appear to be float above the galleries.
The design is a world first, but will it work?
There are times at the moment when the challenge of this project does scare me.
And with the building's lower levels literally buried in the sea, waterproofing those areas will be a massive challenge.
We're in the basement of the Louvre Abu Dhabi. On this side of the wall, priceless artifacts are going to be stored. On the other side, we have the Arabian Gulf.
Not even a drop of seawater can be allowed to leach in. It's a project that will test man, machine, and materials to the limit.
It's got elements of literally anything that you can think of, all condensed into one big project.
While it will ultimately be surrounded by the salty seawater of the Arabian Gulf, the Louvre Abu Dhabi has to be built on dry land. So the first challenge facing engineers is to create a temporary building platform. To hold the Arabian Gulf at bay, two massive barriers are constructed. The first, a retaining wall built around the perimeter of the site. Within that, a second wall, made of concrete, earth, and slurry is constructed. Over 650,000 cubic yards of rock and soil are used to fill in the site, creating a platform for the structure. A series of pumps helps to keep the sea from slowly rising and flooding the site. With a dry land base created, 4,000 piles are then sunk into the rock deep below to secure the building. One of the project managers driving the construction of the Louvre is Peter Armstrong. Now a 20-year veteran of working in the UAE.
The stage that we're at now is the stage of actually building the building above the ground, where there's over 30,000 tons of reinforcing steel and over 150,000 cubic meters of concrete. There's a huge amount of materials being used to form what will be the island that is the Louvre Abu Dhabi. Because really, we're making an island.